Hey y'all, how you doing out there? Welcome to What It Do Tarot. I appreciate you for stopping by today. What it do? If this is your first time stopping by, I appreciate you for stopping by. How you doing? I hope you like, hope you stay, hope you enjoy. And if you're returning, second, third, fourth, fifth time, however the case, thank you so very much for stopping back by. I hope you like, I hope you stay, I hope you enjoy as well. I'm doing Lion Gates readings today, trying to, anyway. Got started kind of late. So let me pull some energy for you first, and then I'll pull the zodiac. And you already know who you're here for, so if you want to fast forward through that part, you can if you like, even though I'm only on my third reading right now, so it shouldn't take that long to get to your zodiac. But in future references, if you ever stop by What It Do, that part can get kind of crazy if you're like the fourth to the last sign. So, you know, maybe, yeah, just a little pre-warning for if you ever come back by to stop by to see What It Do here. So hope you're having a lovely day so far. I hope the energy today is treating you well and you're getting all the best out of it. It was a very hot day where I am, but usually that is the case. Whether if it's even raining, it's very hot where I am. You know, I went down to LA, down to Los Angeles over the weekend, and it was so funny because like it's so cool down there. it's like almost like I live in the hot South, and you know, you go to a different area and you're like, it's not hot out here. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's sunny out. Like, no, not really. You know, so it was good to be back in my hometown for a second, just to see cool stuff like, you know, hot rides and stuff like that, you know, stuff that makes LA. But other than that, it drives me insane because it's nothing but a bunch of hot mess. What I mean by that is just hot mess. A lot of traffic, you know, a lot of crazy people and crazy energies and stuff like that. I'm a little old for that stuff nowadays, so I'm just like, you know, you guys can have it. You know, all my people that live down there, y'all enjoy this hustle bustle way of life and living and rushing, and I go for it. Keep on. I live where I live because I can't take it no more. So anyway, however the case, maybe you're from LA, maybe you can go down to LA, got people in LA, enjoy yourself and be safe in LA because LA is a whole nother world, okay? So anyway, y'all, as I'm sitting up here talking about Los Angeles, I was talking about the weather and I got sidetracked talking about Los Angeles. But yeah, I hope hope your day was great wherever you are. I hope your weather was cool. And this is a cool card, and it says emotional. This computer of mine is just not doing me any good anymore. Cannot see the words at the bottom. That's really ticking me off. So however, you have the number 85, and that equals to a 13, right? 12, 13. Yeah, I've always been a counter on my fingers. However the case, emotional. And 13 also equals to a 4. So maybe 85, 4, 13. Oh, no, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm sorry, 14. 8 and a 5 equals 14. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm second guessing myself. He's like, oh my god, is she slow or is she slow? Like, well, it doesn't matter. However the case, let's read 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right. That's what I get for second guessing. Anyway, you guys that are good with math, make fun of me if you like. It doesn't matter because I don't know you, so it doesn't affect me. Laugh, do whatever you need to do. Because I'm laughing, low-key. Okay, and I'm really good at math, too. That's what's so funny, but I've always been like a counter. I count like 1,000,000 times on my fingers just to make sure that I'm accurate. But however the case. Let's see here. So, the word emotional. Maybe you're an emotional being. Why can't I find the word? Oh, there it is, 108. Okay. I'm like getting distracted. I think I was talking about Los Angeles or something. Like, and the energy of LA just came over me. Oh my gosh. So anyway, Here we have the word emotional, number 85, break down to a 13 or 4. Okay. And it says here, when the emotional pillar shows up in your spread, the spirits are asking you to delve inward and to connect with the innermost feelings state. This pillar is about feelings, creativity, intimacy, and connection. The emotional pillar is a very feminine card, not because women are the only ones who have feelings, because that's ridiculous, but because feeling itself is a feminine energetic. Feeling itself is a feminine energetic. Okay. So much of our Western culture is about doing and achieving and making shit happen. That's what it says. And that's fine and wonderful, as long as it is bringing us joy. But so often we find ourselves busy doing, achieving, and making shit happen that we forget to tap into our feeling nature until something pushes us too far or pisses us off and we explode in rage of tears or something overwhelmed or what have you. The emotional pillar is the spirit's way of nudging you into a deeper relationship with your feeling state. Take a bath, go for a swim, be in nature, do some journaling, have a cry or an orgasm or a dance party. How are you gonna have an orgasm without, I guess that's like, you gotta read between the lines. Anyway, I hope you have someone that you do it with that's safe, and someone that you love. Anyway, have a cry or an orgasm or a dance party. Shake, drum, journal, sketch. Be in your creativity and your sensuality. So it's a fine time to feel those colors and feel your emotional state at this time and be you. Dive into who you are right now at this moment in time. So now let's go to your zodiac and see who this is for. And don't be afraid to tap into anything that is calling you, especially if it has something to do with nature. Like, I live in the high deserts, and every time I'm on the highway, I'm always looking at the mountains. Like, I've seen them millions of times, but I still slow down and I look at their formations and I'm looking at the colors, and it's like, but you would think that I would have already stopped off to the side to get out, but I'm always in a rush to get home and do something else, So however the case, this is here, I use this for my Ophiuchus card, and at the bottom it says heal, and Chiron is the planet of Ophiuchus, and you have the number 28 at the top. So 28 also breaks down to a 10 or a number 1. So Ophiuchus, let's see what we have for you, my darlings. And yeah, it's just time to tap into more of who you are, your creativity, your sensuality, nature, the things that interest you the most, your feelings, whatever it is that you feel drawn to, tap into it. Don't be afraid to honor those feelings. All right. And I'm going to be pulling a second tarot deck, but these tarot are not like your traditional tarot. They're more so attached to like Bible and Hebrew and stuff like that, getting a different meaning of life. So if that's something that doesn't interest you, I understand if you click off, but I'm just trying to find different messages for all different types of people, and maybe also just, for those who may be a little bit curious as to what they are about. So however the case, I appreciate you for stopping by, Ophiuchus. I get a lot of love from Ophiuchus, so thank you very much for always stopping by to see what it do here on What It Do. I appreciate you so very much. So at the bottom I have a page of cups. So maybe either you were thinking of offering someone some love, or there's some sort of love offer on the table or something of that nature. But however the case, the first card out, you have the 8 of Wands, which represents movement. There are things that are moving in your life, and there is a cup of love that's either being offered or you are offering. So like you had the page of cup at the bottom, so like I said, it's either vice versa. Someone's either offering you this big cup and you're thinking, oh, should I come in and, you know, say, well, I want to take this slow, or are you coming in with this big cup and you're worried about if they're going to even reciprocate any sort of love and offer you anything. So things are moving in your love sector. There is love there. A very big cup of love. Oh, wow. And then you have clarity, the Ace of Truth with the crown on top. So, Ace of Swords, truth. So you have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. That's a lot of beauty. So, whatever the case is, it could even possibly be, and since we're talking about emotions, it could even possibly be something that you are just very passionate about, and not maybe not even a relationship. Give me 1 second, guys. It could be interesting. Way too many cards. So let me turn this down. It gets like loud out of nowhere. I just stopped talking and that's what it is. I can hear it ever so loud and clear, and Lord knows YouTube will definitely pick up on that. Like, I heard X, Y, and Z on your channel. I'm like, you did? I didn't hear it. Anyway. Okay. So at the bottom now I have a 6 of Wands, which is victory. So underneath this here 8 of Wands and movement, you have the 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. So it's like you walked away from something and went towards something that was more beneficial to you, a calmer space, and everything seems to be moving efficiently. And then you have here the Ace of Cups, right? And right underneath the Ace of Cups, you have the 3 of Swords and the Lovers. So you made a decision and you left that person here that hurt your heart and made a decision to go towards someone else that was actually offering you love. And then you have here the truth. You started seeing things clear with the 3 of Cups and a King of Swords. Okay, actually I want to say that that's the Queen. Where's my book for that? I want to actually say that that's the Queen of Swords. Hold on 1 second. I want to say that, but oh no, I was right. It's the King. So Queen has some dangling things off of it. I just wanted to make sure because I saw these gemstones here, but the Queen has something dangling out. They're very similar. But however the case, so yeah, you saw truth with this King of Swords. Someone that, right, like the sword, like someone who's keeping it right, way real with you. They kept it real. They offered you all this love and friendship. Okay, and that's how you gain this this great sense of clarity and also victory with this person. So now I'm going to go here to the last deck that I'm going to use here, and I'm going to read from the book and see what I get for you guys here, and sum up your reading. So yeah, maybe you're emotional right now, maybe you're happy right now, because you found someone that's great for you. So fall deep into that, feel that, you know, appreciate it, you know, let go of the past, all those great things, you know. Everything is a process, and there is a great book titled that. It's all a process, and it really is all a process, you know. So however the case, let's see what we get for you here. At the bottom it's rectification, and it's actually the Three of Swords. So I'm not going to go and try to deeply read into what that particular card means, but we do know that that means heartache. So here I have the Five of Cups, and now at the bottom here I have the King of Wands. So maybe you had a King of Wands that was the person that did this Three of Swords to you, but now you have someone of truth, and that's going to treat you a little bit better. And so let's get straight to it. I have here, what I say, the Five of Cups. So let me find it. This cup, oh no, it's not Five of Cups, it's Five of Wands. So, oh gosh, let me hold tight, because this book is a little different. It like splits up and does something, and I gotta go to the front of the book and find the rest of it. Okay, here it is. So here, on top of things are moving along and you walking away to get to a different level of space, you have here the Five of Wands, which represents some sort of, in traditional tarot, some sort of competition or I'm not gonna say arguments or something of that nature that could cause a Five of Cup, right? But however the case, here on this card it says Geburah, which means strength, and it says here underneath intelligence, it says radical, color is red, and element is fire, and the name of God is Elohim, and Geburah also means judgment. So Geburah, I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly. These are Hebrew words. So this card here, it says the Sephirah of Geburah, which is strength, is on the pillar of severity and represents the judgment aspect of God. Geburah is opposite of Shazed and creates a balance between forgiveness and consequence. God is patient, kind, and merciful. 2 Peter 3:9. But he will not be mocked. Galatians 6:9. And in no way will he acquit the wicked. Nahum 3:1. On the earth the wicked may seem to prosper. Jeremiah 12:11. But if no one was ever held accountable for their actions, there would be no justice in the universe. The justice aspect of God allows those who have been victimized by the evildoers on earth to know that their victimizers will not escape consequence. Luke 17:7-8, or Revelation 6:10. The divine name associated with Geburah is Elohim, which describes the judgment aspect of God. Humans were never promised fairness during their earthly lives. They are actually warned that the world is a dangerous place. Matthew 10:16 and Luke 22:36, and told that they can expect to suffer while in the world. 1 Peter 1:6-7. Yeshua was unjustly killed, as were the apostles and the prophets before them. Revelation 16:6. However, there will be a day of judgment, 2 Peter 2:9, on which everyone will be judged according to their deeds. Daniel 12:2, Ezekiel 9:10, Revelations 20:12. Everyone is given one lifetime to use their free will as they please, and they will be judged according to their actions. Hebrew 9:27. There is no need for reincarnation or multiple lifetimes because the time that people are given is sufficient. 1 Peter 4:3. For them to choose between good and evil and life and death. Deuteronomy 30:15. At the present time, God may seem silent like the letter Aleph, because he is allowing people to exercise their free will so he can see what choices they make. Matthew 28:48-49, 25:14-19. Yeshua stated that all of the commandments and the messages of the prophets rested on two things: love God and love one's neighbor. Mark 12:30-31. People are given their entire lifetimes to answer the question, what is truth? And to decide if they want to follow it. Jewish girls and boys receive their bat mitzvah, girls at age 12, and bar mitzvah boys at 13 as youths. At that point, are considered old enough to follow the commandments. John 9:23. People are given opportunities to seek God and to support their neighbors throughout their lifetimes. So I'm not going to keep on reading because it's like a whole nother page. But here it was like you were given the strength and the love of God to move forward. You knew that one thing wasn't for you. And it's almost like, judgment was called in a sense at that time for people treating you ill. And you were able to sell away, and and love was then offered. And then the next card you have here is Tefereth to Yesod, and Tefereth means beauty, and Yesod, it means foundation. And the card here is temperance and the number 25. So either 25 also equals to 7. And it says here, meaning support, or the snake, intelligence, temptation, path 25, reversibility, and attributes, coitus or mirth, and number 12, Asher, or the Sagittarius. So and traits, recompense. So it's like, even though you were hurt, you just went on your own way. You didn't even really show any need to recompense or give back any sort of wrath or anything. You just kept moving. And so let me find the path, life path number 25 card. Okay, and this card here says, on the Kabbalah, the 25 path of wisdom connects Yesod, which is foundation, and Tefereth, which is beauty, and is associated with the temperance tarot card. Yesod is associated with the moon and the Sapienta day, which is wisdom of God, and Tefereth is associated with the sun and Yeshua. The path the temperance card is on represents the marriage between the sun and the moon, or the conjuncto in alchemy. The person appears as an angel but the spirit of the alchemist would be a better description. In alchemy, wings are added to creatures to symbolize the spirit of a substance when it is in the gaseous, I don't know how to really say this word, and that's crazy because just put it like this, in the gas state, okay? Gaseous. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. It doesn't sound right to me. But however, or the gaseous state. I'm not too sure which way it's said, but forgive me. However the case, it says the person on the temperance card represents the seeker as the alchemist. The gender is not clearly defined because both genders can engage in alchemy, and there is neither Jew nor Greek, male nor female within the body of Christ. Galatians 3:28. The middle pillar of the Kabbalah represents a balance of female and male polarity traits which exist in all humans, and these characteristics are not related to a person's sex organ. The temperance card represents the great work of alchemy and portrays the person's internal transformation as the alchemist worked toward the purification of his or her soul and the transmutation of it into gold. The spirit has one foot in the water and the other foot on earth as a reference to baptism and to the transformation of elements between solids, liquids, and gases. The spirit holds 2 cups and transfers the water elixir of life, John 4:14, Revelations 21:1 and 17, from one cup into the other through the air, which is a portrayal of the distillation process. Distillation involves using fire, heat, to transform water into air. And in a laboratory, a condenser is used to cool the air gases and transform them back into water. This is part of the purification process. What is gathered in the second flask or the cup is the purified substance of water without any extra byproducts or pollutants that it may have acquired. The distillation process is a metaphor of the alchemist transforming his or her soul by the renewing of his or her mind, Romans 12:2, overcoming sin and therefore living by the Spirit of God, 2 Corinthians 7:1. So by the fire you were cleansed and purified and given maybe not only a new opportunity in love, or maybe it was love from God, right? Because who else is going to tell you the truth but him himself, the king, but it could go either way or both ways, or you found this newfound love and was able to get over the heartache with someone new that came in and showed you a new perspective in love. Okay, and then so lastly you have here the number 2, and this is the 2 of Wands, which is your future. All right, you're looking onto your future now. And here it says Shokma, which is wisdom. And so you gained a certain amount of wisdom throughout this time because you tapped into your emotions and you healed. It said that from the very beginning, you've done your work. And here, elements, root of fire, tarot 2, and the queen's cups and coins. The color is gray, and intelligence illuminating. So you are a sense of great light as well. ready to shine your light and help the world maybe out in a certain type of way, with some of the things that you have learned as well. Let me find this. Let me find the meaning. Let me find this. Here it is. Two of Wands. Shokma, which is wisdom. So here for you, I have the second Sephirah is Shokma, which is wisdom, and was the Most High's first creation. Sirach 24:9, which is also known as Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Apocrypha 24:9. Proverbs 8:22. The name of God associated with Shokma is Yah, the Yod and the He, which is a shortened version of the Hashem, Yod, He, Vahe, as discussed in the previous section. The mystical interpretation of the Yah represents the union of the Most High, represented by the Yod, and His Shekinah, symbolized by the He, which refers to the breath or the Spirit of God. Shokma is the top Sephirah on the Pillar of Mercy, which is on the right side of the card when looking at it. However, when contemplating the Kabbalistic tree of life in relations to aspects of God and divine concepts, the Pillar of Mercy represents the left pillar of the Kabbalah, because it is as if the viewer were looking at another person face to face, so that the other person's left arm is on the right side of the viewer's perspective. The element associated with the Sephirah is the root of fire, which is connected in the Sephirah Yetzirah with the mother letter Shin. On the diagram of the tree of Sephirah provided at the beginning of this chapter, the Hebrew letter Mem, which is also water, is linked with the pillar of mercy because the purification of water addresses spiritual growth through contemplation, renewal of mind from the perspective of an individual climbing up the tree of life from Malkuth, which also means kingdom. However, in relation to the woman wisdom, the Shin represents spiritual fire, and the 3 points of the Shin symbolize a balance of the 3 pillars of the Kabbalah. Shin means tooth and represents the transformation that occurs as one learns wisdom. Teeth are used to chew up food so that the essence within it can be processed and later used as nourishment for the body. Sometimes it might feel like the events in life are chewing one up. Being bitten and chewed up may not be a pleasant experience, but people are transformed by their life experiences, and if they learn from the challenges that they face, even unpleasant ones, the resulting wisdom they obtain can provide them with nourishment later. Sirach 4:12. The pillar of mercy is associated with Mem, water, but the Sephirah of Shokma symbolizes the root of fire, or Shin. When contemplating such attributes contained within mysticism, such associations are somewhat fluid because the Kabbalistic tree of life presents multiple concepts within each of its aspects, just as scripture provides different levels of interpretations. So, actually I'll read a little bit further. It says, each Sephirah contains associations that refers to aspects of God, and these traits are also found within others. Since the secret of the great arcanum is oneness with God, John 17:11, the Sephirah represent aspects of the Most High, but they also contain a summary of His plan for creation and redemption, as well as attributes of the Shekinah, the Messiah, and the individual discipline. When contemplating aspects of the woman, wisdom, Shekinah, her traits include fire, Shin, and water, Mem, just as each individual processes Personality traits related to justice and mercy, experience, and contemplation. Excuse me, there's a fly, and it's getting on my nerve. So, yeah. Definitely. Wisdom has taken you to great heights. You have learned a lot. And through wisdom, and like I said, teeth, being able to chew up all the different things that you've been through, like this heartache, and being able to overcome it for the future. You know, you didn't give up on love. You didn't give up on, you know, things coming your way, you know, emotions, right? You allowed it to come in, and you dealt with it in a proper way, and that's beautiful. Like I said, regardless if this is a love relationship or if these messages are just that and what they are in terms of Lions Gate and coming closer to God. Like you found the love of God, and the love of God came in and touched your life, and you found some truth, and whatever level of truth that may have been, whether if it's okay, you don't need to be in a relationship to feel love, you know, or whether it's you do, it's okay to be in a relationship, you know, after being heartbroken, or whatever it is, however, you know, hopefully somewhere God is able to come in and touch your soul and help you find love and truth in the things that you do, so you can gain wisdom and grow from all the things that you acquire in life. So with that being said, I appreciate you for being here with me, Ophiuchus. Come back and rock with your girl anytime. And yeah, I'm about to wrap it up for you. And here at the bottom it says more compensation is deserved. So you are looking to be acknowledged in a way where, you know, you deserve more than what they are offering you, and that is okay to speak up for yourself. Okay, you are beyond capable. Excuse the dog in the background, he wants to go outside. Maybe you're a college student or thinking of going back to school. Maybe your favorite color is purple, very royal. It said go swimming, get in touch with nature. Maybe your name starts with the letter X. Some things may seem second nature to you. It's the truth. Yeah, you can trust it. And maybe somewhere in autumn or something happened in autumn. I don't know, but just be open and ready for all that comes your way. Ophiuchus, take care. Bye-bye.